cover a little bit of my story. When I was really young, I really never, um, well, I never finished my high school. I never went to, I think it was a week that I went to high school, but I did get my high school diploma. But I still feel that if I would have went a little bit more, I would have, for the whole 4 years that it is that you go to high school, I would have learned a lot of things. But even though I feel like I've been blessed as far as I've done a lot of things that I've wanted to do, and I think it's when it's the will of God, and He's and He does things for a reason, and if He's been giving me the visions and the things He puts in my mind sometimes, and then I just um, get things done. Ideas, for example, projects, for example, um, things that are always in my mind. I think it's just God, a way God is talking to you. A lot of times you just ignore it because you don't know, but then eventually you start learning. But back to what I had said at the beginning, the way I started was when I was growing up, it was a family of 8, and it was mom and dad. They got separated, and I remember I used to go to the bakery down the street at the barrio, and I used to help the lady clean, and then she would pay me with food, which I would take to my mom and my siblings. And when I turned 16, I moved out and I started working for McDonald's. I became the manager at McDonald's, and then eventually I had my 2 kids, and then I decided to finish my high school, where I ended up getting my high school diploma. Eventually, I went to training where I wanted to learn computers and things like that, and then I got a job with the state, which was working at the Department of Human Services. To make the long story short, I did that. I was there for like 7 years, learned a lot of things, and eventually I became self-employed. A lot of people know that I'm a tax preparer, and I had a business, like a miscellaneous, a little bit of everything. And it was a very blessed time. I know I had my kids with me, and they would be with me at all times, which I believe it's something that I've been very grateful with God. And but then things started not going the way you think they should go, as far as God is gonna put you through things that are gonna be happening for a reason. He does things sometimes, I think, to make you stronger, and I've learned that. I've known to cope with a lot of things that I've gone through, and to me it's just something, well, God, if it's your will, then that's fine. I mean, I'm not gonna sit here and complain, but I do think that sometimes it's just things that God wants us to go through, because maybe He does have something better for us at the end of the day. And but the reason why I'm doing this video was because like I said, I was very motivated these past few days, and I've been thinking a lot of being grateful and stuff, and then but there's gonna be a lot of hateful people out there that if they and when they know someone is is being successful, and is and there's this way of of the way the environment is, I feel, is like if I heard a noise, but I guess it's just outside. But I guess it's just the enemy trying to to bring you into this depressional um, state of mind. I'm assuming that's what it is. I mean, I've had a few incidents where, things are going good. I've been doing my prayers, and it seems like, the more you pray, the more you ask God, and the more like the enemy attacks us. And we need to be aware of this because, I mean, it happens to me all the time. And you just have to learn how to be strong. Some of the things might be like, for example, today, I got a message and it was kind of like something that was kind of just out there. But it was like, at the end of the day, it was like, you know what, it's just somebody trying to burst your bubble. But I didn't let it get to me because I've been through all kinds of shit, believe me. And these are the things that you are trying to cope day by day. And yeah, it makes you feel a little bit uncomfortable, a little bit sad, if you want to say. But at the end of the day, I know God is making sure He's that I am being taken care of. And at the end of the day, that's what matters. And not only me, but my direct family. I mean, I went through a lot with my kids, and that's going to be on another video. But I mean, it was years and years and years and years of prayers and prayers and prayers, till finally it seems like God heard my prayers. There was times where with in occasions where it was like I was just like having this face to face, kind of like I don't want to say talk with like the devil, but it was like really, like I know it was just like him, and it was just like he was just there, and trying to say like to me, haha, like, like it doesn't matter how much you pray, it's not gonna change. And I kind of thought about that, it just kept on coming to my mind. You know what? Probably just I'm trying to get in my head, and so I could stop praying. But no, I didn't stop praying. I continued and I continued, and when those things happened to me, then I just prayed more. And eventually, like I said, I got just sometimes we just have to leave it in God's hands, and then he'll provide. And but that's just a little bit of certain things that have happened to me that I'm sharing. But the thing here is that when I was really, really young, like I said, it was a family of 8. My mom, my dad, they got separated. It was 8 kids. It was 6 girls and 2 boys. We were always homeless. We were always staying in shelters. And the reason why I think I've been successful, or at least, where to the point where I know that my kids have never suffered. Like, I used to go to bed without, dinner and things like that. We used to have cabbage for dinner sometimes, and because that was it. There was no more food. I mean, and not that it was just the way, that's how it was at home. But and the reason why I'm saying this is because when I was young and little, and I remember thinking, okay, when I have kids, I was like a little girl. I said, when I grow up and I have my own kids, I'm gonna make sure that my kids never go to sleep without being fed. And I think that's one of the reasons why I am the way I am. I know a lot of people don't like the way I am because, I mean, I don't know what the problem is, but eventually, you know, and the reality is that there's going to be haters, and it's okay. It's okay. But I know where I come from, and I know why I do the things I do. And when I say the things I do, is, I work hard. I'm self-employed, and if I'm not doing okay at my work, then okay, I find a little job, and I make money. And I'm an entrepreneur, and I get ideas, and then I, do business, and that's just, what I guess that's my gift. And the reason why I'm sharing this is because I want you guys to know that it wasn't all uh, um, very nice. I mean, it took a while for me to get where I'm at, and the reason why I'm the way I am is because, there was a lot of things that we went through when we were little girls, or at least when I was a little girl. But this is it for the video. I'm gonna cut it, and then I'll make another video, and I'll tell you little scenarios and stuff of things that have happened. But just to end this video, I want to say that God will let you go through things that you could handle. He's always going to be, of course, you have to go through some stress, because that's just going to make you stronger, And so you need to learn how to cope with things, and you'll start getting the messages once you get familiar with what I'm trying to explain. So I'm going to end this video, and I'll be making more videos, and I'll be telling you a little bit more scenarios. And I hope you like this video. If you want to subscribe right below to my YouTube channel, you'll just subscribe. Thank you.